Everyone, welcome to another episode of Dietitian Life, where Peter and I talk about our weeks. Pretty exciting week, to be honest. A couple of little announcements off the top. One,
Should we announce it here?
I'm going to announce it anyway, but see, she's just announce what? Go, announce it. Go. What are you going to announce? I don't know what you're going to talk about. Go.
We made it!
Oh, okay, so that's a different one. Different one of what I was going to say.
Yep.
So she's talking about Telstra Business Awards. We got the finalist, which is pretty sweet. So
That was the interview that we talked about, that most intense interview.
Yeah. So did we talk about that? I don't know.
We didn't.
Probably didn't. Good one. So we had an interview last week with the Telstra judges and just talked about the business, how we're successful, why we're successful.
It was pretty intense, I felt. I walked out there going like this.
Yeah, we weren't sure if Peter should be in that meeting or not.
I added value.
She came and she got to answer the question, so why are you working for him?
That was the only one I got to answer. Why do you want to work here?
Why do I?
No, that's what they asked.
Oh yeah, why do you want to work here? Yeah. And then the other announcement, which is, I feel, a bigger one, is that we have released the Dietitian Life Scholarship. So we've probably already seen it, hopefully you've already seen the ad, but basically we're giving away a $2,500 scholarship to the person who can demonstrate to us that they're going to be successful in the diet tech industry post, and ultimately it's to help those people get through placement, because we know how shit that can be in terms of money, especially. But ultimately, we're just looking to, support the new up and comers with something else other than just free content. We'll give you money as well. So the instructions around it are on our Facebook page. So have a scroll down, find the post, but also on the website, there's a form about the whole scholarship that you can download. It's only open for a month and only available to
and
those.
there's some scholarships as well, not really scholarships, but some things.
And there's only bloody hell, let me finish. And it's only available to those that are going into placement this next semester. That's why it's only got a short kind of window, and then we'll release it again likely next year, pending the success of this one. So if you want to hold out for that, go for it, but look forward to receiving some applicants. That's done. Now, other than that, so I bought a little couple of pages of my to-do list for the week. Basically, last week I was in Melbourne. I screwed up. I booked a flight 6 months in advance and turned out it was a public holiday on Monday, so that sucked. So it was really hard for me to shadow people. People following on Snap probably got to hear my rants.
What's your beanie?
I lost my beanie again, so that's 2 in Melbourne that they've got. I remember when I did it too. I'm pretty sure I got out of the car to open up a gate and it was dark going to the airport in the morning. Pissed off. Anyway, so I shadowed people on the Monday anyway. So one of the practitioners had an appointment, so that was really good. Had a long conversation, or a bit of a conversation post just about everything, make sure everything's sweet, and it's good to see improvement. And Tuesday was nuts. It was like 6:30 to 8, or probably 8:30, 9. Where I did a lot of shadowing down, Geelong, and then driving back up north, and then come up with a couple of new business ideas. So this week's been pretty good for new business. So we're going to release something. We'll probably announce that next week, probably once I get the finer details. But I had a good chat with the practitioner, and we're going to do another business or another thing as well. So adding extra feathers in our caps, and then another one that I didn't even tell Peter about, to kind of collaborate and make something successful together more so with the team rather than just top-down kind of stuff, which is so, like, you don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, but good things, because I don't need any competition. I did, so it's been hectic because my accounts person is no longer with us. I've had to, for family issues, so I've had to smash a lot of the accounts stuff again, which is a lot of hours, especially coming up to end of financial year. So the joys of running a business and being responsible is having to spend a lot of time in front of the computer paying and entering data. Also gave a few bonuses, so to some staff, so that was really cool. A couple of raises again, which is pretty cool. It's good to feel like that's happening every week. And then I had some serious conversations that I won't go into, which is always part of my job, firefighting and such for the business, on the behalf of the business. And then we've also just this week hired someone full-time to do some of the social media posts and working with someone to kind of optimize everything that we're doing again, just trying to improve what we're doing in terms of the marketing standpoint of all the businesses. Also looked into things like telehealth. I looked into all that scholarship stuff, so I pretty much come up with the idea on a Monday, nailed up all the stuff by Tuesday night, and planned our managers meeting the same time, which is for tomorrow, for Saturday. And then I had an admin meeting today, and we've got a team dinner and drinks tonight, so that'll be...
Hence my more casual uniform.
Because it's a public holiday here on the Sunshine Coast tomorrow, so treating the crew to some free dinner and drinks.
Because a lot of our team are studying dietetics, so they have exams.
Yeah, so they've had I think they've got one more, but most of them they're most done, so they're happy for the free alcohol and food, because they all love food. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I had a couple of interviews, did a mentor meeting, sent an update email to the team, and then delegated some work to Peta.
A lot of emails to myself today. This is my non-working day. So my week this week, I've had lots of phone calls and lots of meetings. It's pretty much been my bulk week. So as I've mentioned already, I've been doing so much NDIS strategy and planning and engaging services across Australia. So that's been taking a lot of my time, but it's been really, really good. And actually getting to know a lot of different companies and trying to push our services and what we offer. So it seems like, I think this week we actually signed, we got a collaboration and partnership with one company in Vic, so that's cool.
I just remembered like 5 other things that I did.
Yeah.
We had that meeting together with someone in WA.
I can talk about that.
Okay.
Because that's my thing.
Okay.
No.
I'm pretty sure I got the thing, but...
One of the, some of the team in WA did good stuff, and coordinated us to meet with this company. So it's OT company, and they're quite proactive. They've got a decent team behind them. So I guess in business, always wanted to try and formulate nice, strong partnerships, particularly with people with the same agendas and ideas around quality care.
That's probably the best part of it.
Yeah.
It just felt like, hey, you do the same stuff that we do. You value the same stuff that we do.
Yeah, they actually care. So they brought up a number of different things. We were like, oh, okay, that's kind of nice. So, and yeah, quite important. So that's been really good. I've had, like I said, a number of phone calls with staff within the team, because being by yourself out there is sometimes quite lonely. So I talked to one of the managers for probably a good half an hour to an hour. We talked about dietitian stuff, which was cool. I've had a number of people apply because our job is still up for Albury. Just letting you know, it's still there. So I had a couple of...
It's like full time.
People ring.
Apply.
So I had 2-3 people ring this week, which has been good. So hopefully we'll do some interviews again soon.
Sign someone for Wagga today.
What? Oh yeah, good. So she accepted that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yes, so that's Wagga. Good, got that one sorted. And I myself, in preparation for the managers meeting, had to nail out exactly what I do and what I am responsible for. I think I summarised a good 1-page document. I think that's all. Didn't elaborate too much. Tried to...
Neither did I. Ours was pretty poor.
So it's funny though, because Tyson got all of us to do it, and everyone obviously always has a different perspective on what they do and obviously how to lay it out. I reckon Kath was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, Kath and Bonnie being with me the longest, I was just like, I see why. Like, you've been with me, you know exactly how I like things laid out. Use the right headings, use the right font. Because I'm OCD about that. Peta definitely didn't. She just did a Word doc and...
I've been with you longest, but it still didn't actually make any difference to that document.
Have you been with me longest?
Yes.
Kath's been with me for
No,
longer.
Kath came on like 3 months after. I was quite offended by that comment just then. Jokes, yeah. No, I remember when.
Sure?
Yeah, Kath came on after because I remember talking to her when I was pregnant and I was out in the backyard and
She was here before you were pregnant.
Yeah, but when I was pregnant, I was out there and, how you going, Kath? And she's like, oh, I'm just loving not doing much and just chilling out and cooking. Yeah, she came on about 3 months after, 3 or 4 months after.
Yeah.
So
Fact check that for next week.
Definitely. Kath and I sort of went through the same university area friendship group.
Wagga, country, bumpkin.
Yeah, that's good. Client-wise this week, they've been going really well. Had specialist meeting on Wednesday as well. That went interestingly. Been really busy on Insta, so hopefully you follow me on that. And my course that I did for Megabyte Nutrition finally got uploaded, so the June.
PCOS.
So if you follow this link there, you can actually get a caption. If you follow the caption, you can actually get a discount of $10. So I think it brings it down to like $19 for a course.
It's like code PETA10, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. It's on all of our social media pages at the moment, trying to push it. Apparently I sold another one today. That's big too, so I'd love to actually get it doubled that in the next week, which I think should happen, but they're a new company as well too, so it's always hard when competing with Education and Nutrition and Dietitian Connection. Obviously send out a bit of stuff, just DA in general as well, so that's kind of cool. But I think that probably summarises my week. Actually been doing a lot of documents and stuff like that as well too for NDS to make sure that I've got bulk things I can send out to companies, so when I talk to them then they want follow-up information. That's probably what I've been trying to do, so then I don't have to replicate it each time. So this week I've been doing those documents as well.
And other locations I've signed this week: Jimboomba, Warwick, Bow Desert. Talking about Mackay.
Emerald? Oh, Emerald.
Yeah, well, we talked about that, so that's not really a site, but we've got a good lead from from Kath, one of the managers who met someone at networking, talked about us. She liked her spiel, and then we possibly could have an arrangement where we're doing fly out work in the mines.
I know, I was so excited to talk to her about it. He's like, you don't want to go, do you? I'm like, I'd love to go if it was, 3 or 4 years back.
Yeah, so we'll see how that is. There's nothing really set in stone, but it's a good little opportunity, and I would certainly jump on it because that's always something I would have wanted to try, is doing fly in, fly out. But that's pretty much what I do now, without doing the consults. So yeah, that's cool. So I think that in Redcliffe and Lawton and yeah, so about 8 or something contracts signed this week for new locations. So that's pretty cool. So it should end up with more work and more dietitians in our team. So it's pretty cool always to add extra people. It's probably one of the most enjoyable parts when they actually come on.
Yeah, when you finally finish that document, you sign it off and you go, yes.
Yeah, now you're part of the team. Welcome.
And we have a managers meeting this weekend as well too.
Yeah,
so
that'll be big.
That would be good.
It'll be big and exciting.
We've actually got one of our managers, on Zoom. She's got to sit here in front of the team. It's like, hello.
Yeah, the big manager couldn't fly up. She had a friend's birthday party, so
yeah, unfortunately.
Put her in the corner and
Would you like a coffee?
live in the 21st century. Yeah, that is our weeks.
Cool.
Apply for the scholarship. If you are a student, share the shit out of it. Apply. We just want to support you, and it's $2,500. Like, geez, why not? Look forward to reading your application and seeing the video that you have to use to
So
apply.
can our team apply? So, for example, can girls downstairs apply?
They already hit me up. So we've got 2 admin students, and I'm like, oh god, I've already thought about that when I started releasing it. I'm like, we couldn't show any favoritism, so it'd still be based on merit. But being part of our team, they're getting launched with their career anyway, so I don't think they need it. But no, there won't be any conflicts of interest. So I'll make sure of that, even if Peter stabs me. All right, that's it. Over and out. See ya.
Bye.